everyone, it's me, Nina.
And me, Steve.
I just wanted to kind of fill you guys in. We're on our way up to about an hour and a half away from our home to where Steve had his liver transplant, and it's his yearly checkup. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I wanted to...
I'm supposed to have a yearly checkup every year, and this is only my second one since my transplant in 6 years, so...
Yeah, they're a little behind, I guess. I wanted to fill everybody in. I haven't been putting out videos the last couple of days. I've been feeling under the weather, and I don't know if you guys can remember or if I even told you or not, but when I first had my open heart surgery, when I got home from the hospital, I was bending, leaning over, taking down Willow's gate so that she could come back into the kitchen, and I felt something pull up in my chest, and it was like a real hot, like a muscle. When you pull a muscle, that burning pain. Well, it's never gone away, but it's gotten worse in the last few days. And I just have been kind of feeling under the weather. So I went to see the surgeon and his team this morning because I had to have that wound check. And we were hoping, since it had been close to a week and a half or so, or 2 weeks,
Yeah.
that the wound would have been healed better, but actually it measured a little bit bigger than it did last time. So there's no sign of infection or anything, but now they're a little bit concerned about the pain that I've been having on my right side. So I have to go the 7th and have a CT scan done with the fluid. What's it called? I can't remember. Contrast.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're going to do a CT scan on my whole chest, but mainly for this right side that's been bothering me. And then they went ahead and scheduled, I had blood work done today too. 2 different blood work tests done. And they're just wanting to keep an eye on me, make sure that there's no infection, he said, inside of the wall. Because, you know, we've been taking care of the wound, and it's just small now compared to what it was. But you can't see inside, of course. And with this CAT scan, they'll be able to hopefully see if there's what's causing my issues. I've been tired and just hurting, and that I think makes me more tired. But I'm really thankful for the team that I have, because, you know, they are there for me to help take care of me, and I'm just thankful for them. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully it's nothing, and hopefully it's just I've been around people that have been sick, unfortunately, not by my choice, but so I kind of feel like I'm fighting something off too. So maybe that's all it is. Maybe my body is just fighting off all of the colds and flus and pneumonia and all kinds of stuff that people have had. So I've just been praying that I stay healthy, because I cannot imagine getting something and coughing the way that my chest has been feeling, especially lately. So, okay, so it's a dreary, dreary day here in Ohio. It rained all day yesterday, all night.
About half the night, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I know our sub pump was kicking on quite a bit. One of the neighbors out back, their tree fell, but Steve went out and checked on it, and it's just a little bit of it's in our yard, so it's he'll be able to just pick it up and put it in the wheelbarrow. So, alrighty, like I said, we're heading up to, I guess I can say, Cleveland, Ohio, and it's up near the lakes. So it's kind of funny. I was thinking, as I like watching Chickens by the Lake with Michelle and Bruce and Nate and all of them, and they live in Canada on the other side of Lake Erie, and here we'll be traveling up to this side of Lake Erie, and it's kind of neat though that I love watching her channel, and I think that she watches mine when she can. So I don't think she'll see me if I wave though, do you, babe?
I don't think so.
A little bit too far. So alrighty, thought we would just take you guys along with us today, and if we see anything interesting or do anything interesting, which I doubt it, but we'll take you guys with us. Do you have anything to say, or you want to tell them? Not really?
Not right
okay.
now.
All right, we'll be back. See all of the birds? My goodness.
They're up here in front of us.
Seagulls are everywhere. Wow. I don't know what they're looking for. There's Progressive Field. That's where the Cleveland Indians play.
And right beside it is where the Cavs play, the Rocket Mortgage Field House.
Yep. I also just got 2 phone calls from my surgeon's office. They don't want me to wait until the 7th to have that CAT scan done, so I have to go in the morning at 7:30. So, see, they're right on the ball. They're wanting to take good care of me. All right, we're almost won't be too much longer, and we'll be at the Cleveland Clinic. It's a huge, huge place up here. Okay, so we're in the car, just starting back home. We're gonna have to end up stopping and getting something to eat because my sugar dropped while I was leaving the office building, and thank goodness I had these things with me. I get those free now, the bigger bottle. And what I've been doing is just filling this one up. I'm still feeling a little bit weird. It took 5 of them this time because it was down to 67. But, so Steve got some good news. I'll let him share that.
So I seen the transplant surgeon today, and he was talking about my numbers from my blood work that I have done every month and stuff. And so where I had that, if you've seen the videos from before, after my transplant, I had that graft versus host disease. And he said there's been several people up there that's had that. And because of that, your body gets along better with your liver, in other words. So,
if you make it through it.
Yeah, if you make it through it. And so he's dropping my anti-rejection medicine down, the ones that I take twice a day now, in the morning and in the evening. Now I only have to take in the morning. And so I got to do blood work every 2 weeks starting next week, and instead of once a month, but they're going to check it. And if everything keeps looking good with my numbers, then they'll completely take me off of that one and keep an eye on it for a few months. I think he said 4 months.
Yeah.
And then the other anti-rejection medicine I'm on, they'll start weaning me off of that to, like, I take it once a day in the morning. They'll go to once every other day or once a week until they can completely wean me off of that. And he said within a year, I could be off all of my anti-rejection medicine. They'll keep an eye on it and check the numbers and stuff, make sure everything's going good, and then they'll do another liver biopsy to see if there's any chance of rejection or anything. But if not, within a year or so, I could be completely off my anti-rejection medicine and be like I've never had a transplant or anything. So that was really good news. I go, I'll take that.
Yeah. But about the hernia.
Yeah, the hernia, he was checking it, and I've lost 20 pounds in September, and I told him I wanted to lose about another 30 or 40, and he said that would help, but he was checking it, and he said I would still have to have hernia surgery, which I was trying to kind of avoid, and if I could lose weight, but he said I'd still have to have it to sew that back up. So
It's like 6 inches across, and
yeah, so I'm gonna have to have hernia surgery again no matter what. I guess I was hoping if I lost weight I could avoid it, but no, I'm gonna have to have it. So
yeah.
but I'm going to go back on the keto diet after the first of the year for a month or two and see if I can drop, because that's where I dropped the 20 pounds before, was doing that. And then I'll call the hernia surgeon and get back in and see him and get everything checked out then and figure out about surgery then. So maybe April or May I'll have surgery again.
He walks in, and as soon as he sees Steve, he said, "There is trouble." Didn't that how he called you?
Yeah,
Trouble?
high trouble.
High
or-
trouble, and I
Oh,
thought that was kind of
okay.
cute. Well, the reason being is he is one of the head surgeons at Cleveland Clinic that does transplants. And when Steve had his transplant, if Dr. Igestad had known how bad Steve was, he said he would have never done the transplant. Steve was right at death's door. His blood was like water. And that's the surgeon's words. It was just like water. And so then once they got him through the transplant, he survived that. Then he ended up with that GVHD, which is what he was just talking about. And what it was is it means that the liver was attacking Steve's body. It was stronger than Steve was at that time, and that almost took his life. He had a very, very, very slim chance of surviving, and he survived thanks to the good Lord above. It was all through prayer.
Yeah.
So that's why he kind of picks on Steve, and I think he's one of they're probably their favorites. He actually is on Facebook, and he never posts anything, but I think that's a way that he checks on some of his patients.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a really good guy, really nice gentleman. So all right, we are on our way home. I'm gonna go ahead and post this video because I'm not gonna really feel like later doing much else. I know this hasn't been very good for you guys. Nothing exciting for you guys to see or to hear, really. But
now it's starting to rain again.
now
Yay.
it's raining up here in Cleveland. So, yeah, I'm going to help him watch traffic. It's really busy usually up here. At least we made it out before.
Yeah, before rush hour.
Yeah,
So.
because that's crazy driving. But if I'm feeling better tomorrow, I'll try to get a video out.
Well, you go for your
CAT scan.
CAT scan
tomorrow.
7:30 in the morning, so we'll see how you feel after that.
Yeah, and she told me that we would find out before I went back home tomorrow what the CAT scan says.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You didn't tell me.
Yeah, I was thinking of other stuff, so I'll be able to let you guys know tomorrow what's going on with my chest and all that. So, all right, take care, and there's the Progressive Field again we're going by that we just showed you guys on the way in. So, all right, talk to you guys tomorrow.